Hey, welcome to the channel, Cooking with Manual Focus, and today we're going to be making some absolutely delicious, crispy pork chops. Now, it's going to be an easy recipe, got you in the game. Now, I got one secret ingredient that's going to make this all come together, right? Now, without further ado, let's go down to this workstation so you can see that ingredient and we get this on your dinner table. All right, Focus fam, here we go. Hey, we want something simple, quick, easy, delicious. But let me tell you, man, I got me some pork chops, and look what they did to your boy. Hey, they gave me a pork chop that was broken up, so they cut it, then they hid it in the package, right? But hey, have no fear. Hey, we ain't gonna worry about that. We still gonna cook these bad boys up because I do have me a nice, beautiful one that is all together. But again, the goal of this is to make something absolutely delicious, right? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and get this bad boy seasoned up. We'll hit that with a little bit of Cajun seasoning, like so. And then I'm going in with a little bit of onion powder. And for this recipe, fam, I'm just gonna let my soul do the speaking. We ain't going with no specific measurements. Got a little bit of garlic powder. And fam, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hit it with a little bit of that lemon pepper seasoning. What we're gonna do, fam, is we wanna turn this on its back side. And we're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna season it with a little bit of that Cajun seasoning. We're gonna hit it with a little bit of that lemon pepper, garlic powder, and that onion powder. And then we just give this a toss and get everything, you know what I'm saying, nicely coated in those seasonings that we just used. Now, what I'm gonna do is, I got a little secret ingredient. I'm gonna use a little bit of yellow mustard for a binder for my flour. And we're gonna be in the game, fam. So we'll get this coated with this yellow mustard front and back of this pork chop. Like I said, this is gonna be a binder. And when we start frying this, right, you're not gonna taste it. You might get like a little hint of tanginess, which will be good for flavor, but for the most part, you won't even taste this mustard, man. But I'm gonna tell you what it's gonna do. It's gonna allow that flour to adhere to these pork chops, and it's gonna be a nice crispy crust. So almost like buttermilk, you know, because buttermilk is like a thick binder, right? And you only need a little bit of it, and it also tenderizes the meat. Hey, mustard is gonna do that same trick, right? Now, let's address this flour. So what we wanna do is we wanna season our flour also. So I'm going back in with my Cajun seasoning, right? So you wanna mirror your seasonings that you're using on your meat, and you wanna do the same thing that you do to your meat, right? Because you want that bite to be absolutely flavorful. Got my garlic powder there, and then I'm gonna hit it with that onion powder again, like so. And then I'm going in with that lemon pepper seasoning, just like so, fam. And like I said, I'm not going with any specific measurements on this recipe. I'm just letting that soul do the speaking. All right, fam, we got that flour all seasoned up, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna take these pork chops and we're gonna get them coated in that flour. And what we wanna do, you know, in this step right here, get everything coated, and then we wanna press down on this pork chop so we can get that flour to bind on that pork chop. So when you throw it in that grease, again, that mustard is gonna act as that binder. And we, by the way, we're gonna go 350. And you know, people always ask, like, why do you go 350, 375? And that's because that'll have your grease hot enough so when you put anything like chicken, pork chops that you got breading on, it will seal the deal for you, right? So it's gonna make a nice little seal with this flour and not have like your flour just go off and then you got, you know, a naked pork chop or some naked chicken wings, right? So again, we're gonna press this down, get a nice little seal, and then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna sit this on a cooling rack, let it chill out for a little minute while we get our oil up to temp. Like I said, we're going about 350 on this cook. This is gonna be simple, gonna be easy, and we're gonna be in the game, fam. All right, fam, that grease is ready to go. We sitting at 350, so we're gonna go ahead and lay these pork chops up in this bad boy. So we're gonna let these go for about 7 minutes or so till they're golden brown, and we're gonna bring them up. So the next time you see them, they're gonna be coming out this grease nice, crispy, and golden brown. All right, folks, fam, here we go. So this is coming out the grease. Now I did flip this halfway through the cook, so we just make sure that we get both sides nice and golden brown. So coming out, hey, look at that, fam. Absolutely perfect. I'm gonna put this on my paper towels to line it. And fam, you got you some nice golden brown, crispy pork chops right there. Hey, we in the game. All right, Focus fam, that's what you want right there. You want something absolutely easy, simple, and delicious. And you already know what we gotta do. We gotta get this bad boy a taste test. So here we go. And I got my big boy right here. Look at that right there. It looks absolutely delicious. And cheers, fam. Now that's good, man. Nice, tender, got that crispy crust, and fam, we in the game. I gotta go in for another bite of this, so I'm gonna take one of these little end pieces. Now that's good, fam. Now, if you're new to this channel and you like this content, go ahead, hit that like button, smash that subscribe button. For the Focus fam that's been rolling me for a while, you already know what I gotta do. I gotta smash into these pork chops, and we'll see you guys on the next recipe. Peace.